What is up, fish people? I am going all out today. I've made you guys wait long enough for some videos, so I'll treat you to some. Today I'm going to talk about the types of rocks I like to use in my aquarium. Now, one might say, does that really matter? And for the most part, the types of rocks, no, they don't really matter. Some are good for pH, some are bad for pH, depending on, obviously, I have Africans, so I like a pH around like 8.2-ish, that kind of thing. But for the most part, no, they don't really matter. It kind of just goes by looks. And so today I'm going to talk to you about a few different kinds of rocks. You can see a couple different kinds in my aquarium, and then I'll just go over the pluses or the pros and cons to each one, and we'll go from there. So what I see probably most often is slate. Slate's a good rock. It's a little thin for my taste, so it's kind of hard to stack, but if you get decent sized rocks underneath it, it's good. It doesn't look super natural, at least in my opinion, but I did used to use it for a while because it's cheap, it's light, you can get a lot of it. So if you do have slate, certainly that's one alternative way to go. My favorite rock is Texas Holy Rock, along with probably at least 50% of fish keepers, at least Africans, would love to have Texas Holy Rock. I think it's super cool. It's got a nice personality, and by personality I mean it's got holes. It's creative. It's not just like a stacking rock. It's got all sorts of nooks and crannies and hideouts for the fish. I like the color. It kind of represents a more wild feel, and I guess wild's not the best term. Perhaps more of a saltwater-ish feel. Because it sort of does represent coral a little bit with all the different holes and protrusions and stuff. The only issue is A, it's kind of hard to find. You got to go down south to get it, or B, it's really expensive. I just saw some guy online on a forum. He was selling one 25-pound piece for $190. Now, just to give you a perspective, that's over $7 a pound. Over $7 a pound. That's more than like shrimp and meat and your expensive stuff. Like $7 a pound is expensive. So obviously you can get it cheaper. But nothing, and I mean, when I say cheaper, normally you're getting like these little small hand-sized rocks, but nothing really beats the large show tank looking Texas Holy Rocks. But like I said, they're expensive. So to give you a good alternative, this is what I have. It's lace rock. Now you can see, like right here, it's got holes in it. And I mean, nooks and crannies, and fish go behind there and stuff, and the plecos really like it, and it's got a good personality. I mean, you can see there's a hole through there, and it kind of comes out the backside, and it's got a little protrusion right there, and way up here you can sort of see, not really, but it goes way up in there, so it looks nice. For me, it looks pretty realistic. I mean, obviously, I'm sure if you actually go swimming in Lake Malawi, you're not going to see a ton of this lace rock in there. But for the most part, it looks pretty realistic. I like it. The only thing is this also is a little expensive. It's not too bad. I've seen it around $3 or $4 a pound. I was lucky enough to get all of this for like 20 bucks. So that was pretty nice. You just have to find the right deal, but it's certainly a lot easier to get than Texas Holy Rock. Now, obviously, I don't have enough of it to fill my whole 125, just chock full of it. So for my base rocks, I'm using, not even sure exactly what this is. I think it's like part limestone, part stuff. I live by some bluffs, so I got these actually at Home Depot. So I think there's like 3 slabs, and they come in like 2 foot by 1 foot slabs, I think. And then I just took a hammer to them on a curb and kind of just broke them into nice looking pieces, and then that's what I used to stack. This is what I've used for most of my other tanks and my videos. I really like this stuff. Grows algae pretty good on it. And if you break it the right way, it's got a decent personality to it. But it's really good for base rocks. So if you don't have enough rocks of one kind, certainly you can get this stuff. Yeah. And then the last rock that I see a lot is like a quartz. And a quartz is definitely going to be realistic and natural looking because there's quartz in like Malawi. And so the only thing I don't really like about it is most of the time when you're getting quartz, you're not getting nice stacked pieces. You're getting these like boulder looking objects. They're like river stone size, where they're like mini watermelon size. And I mean, it's good for Mbunas for sure. For peacocks, I wouldn't say so much, especially for like, I mean, he's a hat, but for like Lil Wayne or like this guy or that girl, even LeBron over here. I mean, he's kind of big for boulder size things. You'd have to have some pretty big spaces in between so that they could kind of get through and get around and about. So I don't really like a full tank of that, but it's certainly really good for again, like your base rocks if you don't have enough of one rock. And so that stuff's pretty cheap, at least it is by me. I'm in southern Minnesota, and I was talking to a guy, and he gets it in for $50 per ton. $50 per ton. Now, if we were thinking about that in pounds, remember, Texas Holy Rock, $7 a pound, and say this lace rock is like $3 a pound. If we're looking at $50 for a ton, we're looking at less than 3 cents, 2.5 cents per pound. 2.5 cents per pound. So it's definitely a realistic option to go if you're looking for a cheap alternative for some rocks. There's some really nice color. I've got a buddy who just actually got some green quartz, and it's got like a tint of green, but it's not like super green where it looks like fake. Yeah, but it definitely looks nice. You can get all sorts of kind of quartz. They come in all different colors and shapes and such. So that's definitely a good alternative if you're looking for some rock to put in your aquarium. So feel free to comment below what kind of rock you guys use. I'm always interested to see. Perhaps I'm missing something that I can put inside this tank, I think I want to get more lace rock and keep it with just like the lace rock, and then perhaps like the base rocks up until I go down to Texas to get some holy rock. But yeah, like I said, let me know what you guys use, because I'm always interested to see. Perhaps there's a rock that I like and I just don't know about it yet. So please like, subscribe, comment. Like I said in my previous videos, I really do appreciate all the love and hate and all the comments that you guys have. Really helps me know that, hey, I'm helping you guys. You guys are helping me through our hobby and our passion. And so please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.